because they're the ones who are spending the dollars to purchase what you're trying to offer or sell.
Absolutely. There's a question that came in from Jennifer, and she was asking about how do you know when you actually have the right deal? And I guess it's really based on two things, right, Jeremy? And maybe you can help answer this. It's number one, the value, but number two, emotion. I'm sure that there's conflicting experiences that go on all the time when you're negotiating a deal.
Absolutely. I mean, I have, one answer really for that. If you take the first deal and you have no other on the table, take the deal. But in reality, I think, if you really feel that the investor is not offering what value you believe that they are saying they're offering, if you think they're taking too much of your company, and you really took a step back and say maybe they're bringing more value, or maybe they're not bringing more value, and you've really looked into it, and you still don't like the deal, don't be afraid to walk away from a deal, because if your product or company is that good, somebody some investor will see the value in it. But I always caution, as I said, don't let pride get in the way too much, because at the end of the day, if you are offered a deal and you have no other deal sitting there and you tried so hard to get a deal, this investor is giving you something that you maybe can turn and use at a later point to grow your company. And I always say 100% of nothing, 1% of a $1 million deal is better than 100% of nothing.
Right. And also, I know you keep mentioning pride, but it's really the emotional side of the pride and the emotional side of making a decision, where you see, even on the show and just people involved with their product or service, there's such a passion to it that they forget that, they need the help, they need the money, and they also have to make sure that they're making a smart decision and not letting their emotions run and take over their decision. So
right.
It's just you have to keep level-headed. Whatever happened in the past happened. You bring it to a point where you're ready to go and move forward. And that's what I think that you really need to focus on when you're pitching presenters and venture capital. Just from my experience, I always think about moving forward. If I thought about the past and all the sweat and tears and aggravation and emotional ups and downs and lefts and rights, then I wouldn't be able to focus on giving the best presentation that I can and figuring out what I can do with that money and how to make my product or service successful.
Absolutely. And I always related, just one final note, is to selling a home. If you may have put all, your children grew up there, you may have put everything in, but at the end of the day, to get the best transaction, you have to really look at it as a selling vehicle and what's in the best interest to get the best price.
Well, thank you so much. That was Jeremy Andrews. He's the CEO and founder or co-founder of SmartMoney Entrepreneurs. You have a partner as well, right, Jeremy?
Yes, we have two, actually, a few founders and a whole manager team. David Brown-Lindrone, who's one of the co-founders of the company in New York here, and we have a great team, great group of people that are really, doing this whole pushing for what we're trying to do for the community in general, and really trying to educate and bring financial education to the masses. So it's really a great group of people I work with.
Great. And your general website, that we could see all the people that work in your company and what your company is about and the video that you have. What's the web address?
So the web address is called SmartMoneyEntrepreneurs.com,
okay.
And we're actually relaunching at the beginning of the year. So people can take a look at all the wonderful stuff. We have a YouTube video as well, but SmartMoneyEntrepreneurs.com.
Okay, super. Jeremy Andrews, CEO of Smart Money Entrepreneurs, has a big event coming up November 27th, 2012 in New York City. I'll be there. Jeremy will be there. Damon John, all kinds of great guest lineup, inventors, entrepreneurs pitching their ideas to a panel of judges looking to raise money and or to get involved with their products or services. It's going to be a great event. Very great. Thank you very much for the information. Great resources. Jeremy, we really appreciate you being on our show. Thanks again for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Brian. My pleasure.
Okay. Thank you. Got Invention listeners, have a great night. Till next episode. Speak to you soon. Thanks.